Remember to hold out your mic.
Ready?
It has been 1 year since we released our first episode. Keep listening, like, rate, and subscribe.
And Ross is turned American.
I read it OS. Your science questions answered.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 6 of I Read It Online Somewhere. We are here every couple of weeks to discuss what we have read online and answer your strange but wonderful based science questions. Like, why does my deodorant contain aluminium? 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 Num? Yum. And sorry. I'm Amy and I failed science at school, but luckily for me, I am joined by two science teachers, Andrew
Hello.
and Ross.
Hello. You looked at me when you said Andrew. That was weird.
Oh, unintentional. Each week we look at a science story we have read online and we try to answer your questions. If you do want to get in touch with us with your questions, please email us at ireaditos@gmail.com or at ireaditos on all social media. Andrew is editing things as I'm trying to read them on the script.
I thought I'd edited everything and I haven't. Hold on.
Oh.
You know what the story's about.
I actually haven't. I don't do my homework, so I have not read the story.
So this week, our story is all about brushing your teeth.
You sent us a story.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
What was it
The
again?
tooth.
Honestly, can't remember though.
About the TikTok debate about whether you should brush your teeth before breakfast or after
Ah, okay, sorry, yeah, no, I did read this. Sorry, I just sent you guys so much. I can't remember what it was.
No, I was
got bored.
actually sitting thinking, yeah, Amy, you sent us this. This is...
Okay, so actually, well, let's go around then. Andrew, what did you do? Did you brush your teeth before or after breakfast?
Before.
Ross?
So I shower and then brush my teeth.
Oh.
And
If I
controversially.
remember before.
I always do. Sometimes I do it in the shower.
Oh, okay, that was going to be my controversial
I
question.
love a tooth. Yeah, I love it in the shower.
Yeah.
Do you not just
That's
get-
what she said.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Do you not just get toothpaste all over your body?
No,
No.
it's honestly the dream. It's really life changing doing it.
Yeah, actually, right. So I've done it a couple of times and thought, oh, because I had a discussion with friends about it was at the same time. So do you brush your teeth in the shower, and do you wash your legs?
I wash my legs. Amy does not wash her legs. By the look of Amy's face,
I'm
she
just
has
thinking.
never washed
know,
her
I
right,
legs.
so,
think
like-
if I'm
like-
doing a full shebang shower and I'm talking like washing the hair, because that takes me about 20 minutes, I think I'll do like everything.
See,
So
so
you get a leg up and proper soap it up and get stuff on.
Yeah, and if I'm like if shaving your legs, I use
Yeah, but you
I
do
use
that in the
foamy
bath.
soap.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
always do it in the bath.
Would you not? learning so much.
But yeah, teeth brushing. So what I like to do is put a face cleanser on, let that kind of seep in for a couple of minutes, and that's when I brush my teeth.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it saves a lot of time.
Oh, it's all about time saving.
Yeah, because otherwise you've got to get out the shower, then you've got to.
But then you're just wasting hot water as it's pouring against you as you're brushing your teeth. Because you can't. I need two hands
but
for my washing, because I'm washing
not-
everywhere.
Not if Amy's maybe putting on like the face thing, but if you put on conditioner, you have to wait for that conditioner, which is about 2 minutes, which is about the length of time to brush your teeth.
Someone's been reading up on the curly girl method.
Well, I've got an electric toothbrush and it runs for 2 minutes.
Do you know I've got an electric toothbrush that goes red when you press too hard? And my dentist says that on one side I press too hard, and then I was
Really?
like, "Is that why my toothbrush goes red randomly?" And she's like, "Yeah, there's
Oh,
toothbrushes
yeah.
that have got sensors." She's like, "Just make sure that you look at that. So if it's going red, just stop."
Yeah, it's like
I was like, oh.
So I remember having one like when I was like really young, and hating it, and then like I had like a big toothbrush and stuff, but then I totally realized that I wasn't like I think I was watching a TikTok about brushing your teeth with an electric toothbrush and went, oh, I should maybe get one of them, and because it does the thing for 2 minutes, and it buzzes like every 30 seconds, so it tells you when to move it around your mouth. It's absolutely brilliant. I genuinely
Is
feel
this a child's
so much
toothbrush
better.
you've got?
No, it's like an Oral B.
Have you got a reward
timer.
chart? as well when you brush your teeth.
I'm a teacher, Amy. I love stickers. What can I say?
Yeah, I did not think we'd be able to talk that much about brushing teeth.
Well, we've not actually introduced the story properly.
I mean, that was the story. Did you brush your teeth?
Yeah, that was kind of
after?
that kind of was the story, and like it kind of
So the big debate. Well, so why is this a debate? Why are TikTok users? I've deleted TikTok. I'm not part of it, the cult anymore. But why are TikTok users fighting about when you should brush your teeth?
I think it's because if you brush your teeth and have orange juice, it's really horrible.
Yeah. Oh god.
I think people have just got that in their mind. But actually, so the reason that you have bad breath and stuff is bacteria on your tongue, is it not? And like you've got bacteria that goes in your
tongue
teeth.
and in between the teeth and the gums, yeah, and the gum line.
So surely before you eat, you want to brush your teeth. Do you know what I did learn from the dentist though? That you should never mouthwash straight after you brush your teeth.
Oh yeah, does it not wash away it washes away the
you
toothpaste.
Actually
the
yeah.
Fluoride.
Oh god, here we go. Or don't got so many teeth cleaning facts. Or don't. Some people drink water and then spit out.
Well, like
don't
yeah, so you have to leave like a certain amount of time before brushing your teeth and then having food, and or brushing your teeth and then eating. But it's all about the fluoride. But do you know what? Someone once said to me that fluoride is toxic.
Interesting.
Any feedback on that one?
Well, if you look at the periodic table, is it underneath chlorine?
Is it in the periodic table?
Yeah.
No.
Is it?
Fluorine is.
Fluorine is.
Fluorine is, yeah.
Fluorine.
So what's the fluoride is? Must be a salt with something else, is it?
Yes. So yeah, a salt of some kind. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So fluoride. So fluorine is poisonous then. Fluoride is. No, it must. It's probably not good to have lots of it if it's killing bacteria in your mouth. It's not killing bacteria.
People also put it on spots.
Well, yeah, no. So it is good. So I think the spots is like a drying agent, so that it dries out because it's going to pull the moisture away because it does contain because it is a salt, so therefore it will remove water.
Oh.
But the fluorine, is in the periodic table and it's something that you don't necessarily want to. It's a gas. Is it a gas? Yes.
Yeah,
Chlorine,
I think it's a gas. Yeah.
So it is a gas. You don't really want to kind of inhale it. However, fluoride is perfectly safe for you to have, and yeah, it works to protect the enamel on your teeth. So it's perfectly safe. So a lot of people say though, like you shouldn't be using fluoride and all that sort of stuff, but actually it's incredibly common and it's something that you should have on your toothpaste. But because you're not ingesting it as such, or the quantities that you would possibly ever ingest, if you say for example like swallow your spit after you've brushed your teeth, is so small that the we've spoken about the LD50 is incredibly high. So the chances of you dying from fluoride poisoning.
Yeah, that's good because
from toothpaste anyway.
My son just likes sucking the toothpaste and that's it. Like
it's the mintiness.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's got like a kid's one, and
kids ones are slightly different as well from adults.
They're really weak. But I've by accident given him R1, and he just burst into tears.
Oh yeah. Do you know what it'll be? Are they mint
It's like
toothpaste?
a bit stingy.
Yeah, so his one isn't very minty.
If it's the minty stuff, it's because of the way
like
your
burns.
mouth is with your nasal passage is connected at the back of your throat to your oral to your mouth.
To your
then
oral
like
piece.
the smell can irritate the nasal passage, which in turn is quite stingy. I bet like when you drink a fizzy juice and you get the bubbles in your nose.
Oh yeah, he was very upset about it. I felt really bad.
Yeah. Have you done lemon with him yet?
Yeah, did okay with that.
Yeah, it doesn't like it. Did it as a baby, I think.
So the fluoride is protecting the enamel.
Yes, yeah.
Because what's happening? What's eating the enamel?
Your sugary or acidic type foods. So foods that you're perfectly fine to have. You just shouldn't have them in large quantities or have them too often. So things that are acidic based, so things like orange juice.
Well, now you mention them, I've got a list of the top acidic foods. So,
Are we to guess?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a game.
Lemon.
And we have citrus fruits. That is up there.
Citrus.
I'm out.
Acidic foods, so like good old
Tomato.
Coca-Cola.
Tomato is there. Yeah. Tomato.
Coke.
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Coca-Cola,
Sorry. Soft
fizzy
drinks.
drinks.
Yep.
Tea,
No fizzy.
coffee.
Not on my list here.
So they're probably not on your list in terms of damaging the enamel, but they will cause discoloration. Sorry.
Couple more to get.
I don't know. Give us a clue.
I'll give you a clue.
Milk.
Milk, yes. Certain
Oh.
dairy products.
Really would not have thought milk was
Not
acidic.
so much
Yeah.
milk, but
Cheese.
yogurts, cream, and cheeses. The aged stuff.
Oh, is that because they contain bacteria?
No, this is just acid I've got here.
I'm trying to think of what causes me really bad.
They've got acid in them due to the fermentation process.
Oh,
So
so
not-
like not directly
not
because of
milk.
bacteria, but yeah, got you.
What about crisps?
Crisps are not there. You're finding some munch away for some crisps.
I'm just trying to think when what I eat and then need to give us.
Boiled sweets. Sugar.
Not on my list. We've got berries, and then the other one, wine.
Wine is
like
very
red wine.
acidic.
Yeah.
White wine, rosé, they're all quite
Wine.
acidic.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
is
let's
that
check this.
wine?
Red wine tends to be less acidic than white wine. Both are considered highly acidic drinks.
Oh,
There you go.
vinegar.
So there we go. No, that's my list.
Vinegar's literally just acid, isn't it?
Yeah. Still not
Yeah.
what wine is.
Yeah.
Controversial. Oh yeah,
Some
but then
breeding
and
girls.
you've also got like in the
Sugary foods as well.
Yeah, sugary food. So anything
So-
basically that bacteria feed
so
off
the
of.
The sugary, yeah. So the bacteria feed off sugary foods, and they actually like excrete acids from eating the sugary foods.
Yeah.
So it's not the sugar that's wearing away at your teeth. It's the acids that the bacteria are making from the sugar. That's what eats away at your teeth.
And if you've not cleaned your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. So like the article went on and spoke about how sort of like it made the sort of statement of we have an answer, and then the doctor on Harley Street in London who said, "Oh, here's your answer," and he went, "It's only my personal opinion." So it's not really an answer, but he made a good point, which is it doesn't really matter when you do it. It's the fact that you're doing it. And that's
True. Yeah.
the most important thing, that you are actually, because there is reports out there of gum disease, gingivitis, etc., potentially being linked to heart disease and stuff because of your bacteria build up in your mouth.
Oh,
That's quite.
I didn't know that.
I've seen a couple of studies like looking into that. So there is a link. They don't really know 100% what it is, but it could be a correlation rather than causation. So it just so happens that both things happen at the same time.
Yeah,
not
'cause
one is
it's
causing the other.
Yeah, people that are eating a certain way
Yeah,
probably have.
but
Well,
like
if
you
you're
know,
drinking loads of Coke, then you're probably
you might not
yeah,
brush your teeth.
yeah. And obviously, if for those of you out there when you're brushing your teeth, if you do start to see blood in the sink, then please make sure you go see a dentist.
Very concerning.
Oh, you might
Very
have
concerned.
So did you know
gingivitis.
fluoride's added to tap water? Were you aware of that?
What,
I
so you don't
was.
go to the dentist?
Is it added here?
I was on a UK website. Let me just check that.
So I didn't know if it was added in here in Scotland, but I know it's
I'm
added
on the
in
NHS
places in
website.
America.
And it said it's added.
Oh well then.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, it's maybe not added in Scotland.
That's why the water tastes so much nicer up here.
It's true.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh.
it's only in England here.
Oh,
Or
there
the
you go.
website's only got that.
Well, that correlates with the terrible discussion that the British have terrible teeth,
Mm.
and therefore we must have fluoride in our diet to make our teeth better.
Yeah, so we put it in the water.
Thanks,
Cool.
The Simpsons.
Cool. Well, didn't think we'd be able to speak about toothbrushing for that long, but we did. So now we're moving on to Andrews. Tell us why you failed science at school without telling us.
This week. So this week from the mind of TikTok, I failed science at school, or tell me you failed science at school without telling me you failed science at school, I would like to introduce you to the reset button on your body. Now, I don't know if you're ready for this. This is the panic reset button that will make you stop panicking when you are panicking.
I'm excited.
Now, as someone who does have frequent panic attacks, I can certainly tell you it's wrong. I was about to do a massive swear, and then I was like, no, don't say that.
Is it something in your mouth?
Wrong. No, it's something on your hand. So.
Oh, or it's here.
No, not there. But I love how you've
here.
both. I love how you've both pointed to completely different parts of your hand.
So this one's to help you sleep, supposedly, according to some article.
It's not the one on the pinky. It is not the one. The bit of skin in between your thumb and index finger.
Forgot we were doing a podcast for a second there. I know.
So
up my hand.
I described.
Well done, Andrew.
So it is actually on your middle finger, and it is under between the third joint, the second joint. Sorry, it's between your knuckle and your first joint. Basically, it's in there. If you can see it. So if you go from your knuckle, it's like the first joint. Sort of on your middle finger facing you, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, when you're feeling anxious or anything like that or panicking, you're supposed to push really hard in there.
So just because it's a wee bit sore and it...
Well, now I don't know. So the video talks about that you'll get a tingly feeling. I don't feel a tingly feeling. I feel nothing.
Here.
Oh, there.
Yeah. So just
Andrew
just
described it.
in there, just
I'm
in
not
there.
good at that kind of thing. Got
Show
it.
the camera. And if you push it, it's your panic reset button, so you feel better. Certainly, I can tell you that it is not true, and it will not send messages to your brain to calm down, etc., unless that has been pre-programmed into you. While other
if you
things
do
are
that
happening.
every time, if that's your coping mechanism,
Yeah.
then that'll
So
work.
so
Is it not
but
just a
that
placebo then?
but that doesn't work because you're still going to have the adrenaline rush that's sent out. So it could potentially just be a placebo effect, but it's not like the way it's been put out is like it's a standard for everybody. Yeah. And unfortunately, it ain't.
No, it's made up.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Like that one. We basically might as well change this to what have I read on TikTok
What
this
rubbish
week.
stuff is on TikTok?
Right, we're going to move on to questions
that
we got this week. So we've got a few questions this week. First question is, how does the... how do I pronounce this? Electrolyzed? Is that right? Electrolyzed?
That'll work.
Electrolyzed. Yeah.
Electrolysis.
If we're looking for made up science words, that'll work. Let's keep going.
How does electrolyzed water hand sanitizer work? So there's obviously hand sanitizer that isn't using alcohol and is using water. Is it as effective?
It's as effective.
Yeah. So I think.
How does it work?
This was I think the brand is like Eco something. That make the brand. It's like a Scottish company that are producing it. So do we know the concept of electrolysis? No. So you probably would have done it in school.
I should say yes for legal reasons.
Yeah. You would have done it normally. You do it with is it copper chloride, and you electrolyze copper chloride, and it splits, and you get the two electrodes are in the water. You pass electricity through it, or in the solution. You pass electricity through it, and it splits the solution into two different things. So I think there's something where is that not how we use it to make hydrogen? You can use it to make hydrogen.
Yeah, you can.
You can split water to make hydrogen. So, in fact, actually, I think this is the process that they use, and it turns the water very slightly alkaline, or changes. Well, let's go with it. Very slightly changes the pH of the water, and therefore makes it an unsuitable environment for bacteria to grow, and therefore that's how it works.
Is it as effective as an alcohol one?
It probably would be if it's changed the pH of the water. It will be bacteria are very sensitive on where they like to live, especially if we're talking about bacteria that we'll find on our hands. You know, if you go get what we would call an extremophile, who like to live in extreme environments, then they'll probably be fine. but
Yeah.
you're
So
unlikely to come into contact with
that's
them.
that's bacteria. Like, they both claim 99.95% for bacteria. Would it be effective against the virus at all? Because the alcohol in the virus sort of denatures, I don't know if that's the right word, but breaks down the proteins in the virus to stop it working. Is that right?
Well, so it doesn't. Not really. It more damages the. It would be the protein coat on the outside of the virus.
Okay,
It would
I
damage.
said the word protein, so I'm taking that.
Such a physicist.
Yeah. So would this electrolyzed water work as effectively?
Yeah,
Would
probably.
a slight change in the pH damage the virus as well?
So I think we've spoken about this before. Is that pH is determined by the percentage hydrogen ions.
Yeah.
Therefore, there will be a charge of some kind in it, which would disrupt the outside structure of the protein coat that's held together.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Yeah, there kind of would be. Yeah.
Cool. Nice, thank you. And the question that I alluded to in the introduction, why does my deodorant contain aluminium? Didn't know it did. It's aluminium TN.
Are you still saying it wrong?
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just didn't
Do you
like
just call it TN?
Aluminium?
Is it TN on the...
What's... No.
What is it? T...
No, yeah.
It's AU.
AL.
Oh, AL. I'm just going to call it AL. Al.
AU's gold, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
AG's
I
gold.
knew it was a big one.
AU's gold, sorry.
AU silver.
We've not had to respell aluminium yet.
So
the Americans spell it aluminum.
Aluminum.
I'm just going to call it Al.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it contained Al.
So we've had to go to the sulfur spelling, the American sulfur spelling, but we've not had to change our aluminium spelling yet.
Huh. Anyway, what do you guys know?
No.
Well, Amy, you didn't know that there was aluminium in
No.
deodorant. Actually, the question is kind of is something we need to talk about anyway. But
What?
I'll talk about it
Can
in
you
a minute.
smell me from there?
Does
Ross,
it
did
stop
you
you
know about
sweating?
this?
No idea.
Okay, so my next question would be, what does aluminium do? Amy?
Build airplanes.
Well, in
No,
Coke
Amy,
cans,
you just said it.
stops you sweating.
Stops you sweating. So the whole reason that
Oh, is that why the Coke cans and stuff are aluminium?
What to stop you sweating?
No, but just like so liquid doesn't come out. I don't know.
No, no, but I like your logic.
Is that why there's condensation though on the outside?
No.
Why? That could
We've
be.
done condensation.
Can't remember.
So,
go back and revise.
So actually, what it should say is, why does my antiperspirant contain aluminium?
Ooh.
So only antiperspirants contain aluminium. Deodorants don't.
Oh,
So
interesting.
deodorants do exactly what they say on the tin, which is deodorize. So they mop up the smells and the sweat, etc., that are in the sweaty
But they don't
areas.
stop it.
But they don't stop it from happening, whereas antiperspirants do. So the aluminium goes in and it basically blocks the sweat pores so that you don't sweat. Excuse me. However, so some people need obviously stronger deodorant sometimes if you've got hyperhidrosis, which is the excessive sweating condition. But the aluminium stops it going in. But also, if you use an antiperspirant, you'll notice that you can sometimes you'll have seen it on adverts. It's like Nivea. They talk about, or is it Nivea? It's one of those ones where they talk about the white stains, and that's actually the aluminium coming out as a compound. So sometimes you'll notice that like certainly very old shirts that I had used to have like the hard bits like underneath the armpits, like because I use an antiperspirant, it's perfectly normal, but that's what it is. It's the aluminium kind of coming back out.
Wow.
So you'll notice as well that you'll see it on like Lynx is a really good one, or for our American Australian people, Axe. It's you've got different versions. So you've got deodorant or body spray versus, like, if you take Lynx, you've got Lynx body spray, but you've also got Lynx dry, and dry is their antiperspirant version. So there you go.
Interesting facts about that. The Lynx dry, their antiperspirant, is much more flammable than the normal Lynx.
Because it's got
More
aluminium.
alcohol?
I don't know. I just know from experience. I tried to do a flamethrower with each of them, and the
Don't try this at home, kids. Please don't try this at
Please
home.
don't try this at home. But if you use normal links, it works fine, and it the flame goes away from you. Whereas when I did it with the antiperspirant, it started going back towards the tube, so I had to stop and drop it.
Because you're like a TikTok challenge waiting to happen.
So don't do it with antiperspirant.
Don't become a science teacher, kids.
Was this with your class by any chance?
No, it was like 14.
Oh, right, okay.
I literally thought you were doing it in your class. But then I was thinking you're too tight to buy links. You would have bought Sainsbury's
Tesco's.
own brand. Yeah. So that's the only way I would have thought.
So yeah, there you are. So next time you're in, check for deodorant, and it works
So if
for.
someone had really
things.
sweaty hands, they should put aluminium on them. Or is it specifically an aluminium compound?
Ross is alluding to me. I've got just always have, and then when you talk about it, it gets really bad.
Yeah, no.
It's actually it must be like an issue.
You don't have to put it on your hands, I suppose. But
deodorant doesn't work if you put it on your hands.
Yeah.
It just because obviously it mustn't be able to absorb or something, and it just goes really funny.
Yeah, probably it's probably not the right
Hands
conditions for it. But I mean,
hands
you do
are
have
really
sweat
sweaty,
glands
so I
on
think
your.
about it.
You have got sweat glands on your fingers and stuff. I don't know. Do you remember that?
That's only the
total-
only place I sweat from though. Like Ross will sweat from his head, and I'm just my hands.
Total side note. Do you remember the digital microscope we got at CERC?
Yes.
Right. So you can put
You're
it on.
still working for anything other than LCD screens?
No, I still work for. Mine still works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. If you
I
go
never
online
broken
and
it.
get the software, you run it through the internet. That's how it works. It's cool. Anyway, but if you put your thumb over the top of it and zoom in the 400 times, you can see the sweat glands sweat, and then it evaporates very quickly on your thumb. It's so
Mine
cool.
does not evaporate.
Well, it will evaporate. It's just you're probably producing more than most.
Yeah.
Because your body
She can't even
temperature's
pick
up
up
a
her
little
phone.
bit.
She's just dropping out her hands.
Yeah, I'm really bad. The other
Like a
day
bar
I
of
was driving down the A9, and I don't normally drive roads like that, and I was just having to constantly wipe my hands because I was so nervous. Oh, anyway, I can't even think about that now. Okay, next question is, why do we need a second vaccine, assuming they mean COVID vaccine?
They must do. Maybe they got their
Who
COVID vaccine
knows?
this week. I got mine this week. Well, exciting.
Was it you? I got mine 2 weeks ago and had quite a bad reaction.
Yeah, you did.
I was being drunk, but a few people I've spoken to felt the exact same. But actually, when I was speaking to,
But still don't get it, everyone.
definitely get it.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. But for when I spoke to the midwife, she was like, it's actually really good to have a reaction because your immune system's lower and it shows that it's worked.
Yes.
That's what she said. So she's like, it's actually you almost want to have a reaction. Is that not true?
No, it is. Sorry, Jessie said that's what she said.
Oh.
So,
Really?
so yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That's the whole reason actually why you want the second vaccine is to almost remind your body of what happened the first time. So when you have a second vaccine, it means that your body should ideally react quicker to it, and therefore you feel better. But it's also putting in the memory cells so that you remember. You're essentially almost testing your body to see if it remembers what happened the last time. And if it does, then yeah, that's great. So yeah, a reaction is good. Equally though, I just throwing it out there, if you didn't have a reaction, that's also perfectly fine. It doesn't mean that it's any worse or any better. It just means that your immune system's working. I didn't have a reaction, which is why I'm throwing that one in. Just saying.
It'd be
Yeah,
fine.
no, me neither. I had a sore
I
arm,
was
but-
I just felt drunk. I think we spoke about this last time. 'Cause I think I just had my vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to go for sleeps and stuff during the day. It was crazy.
Yeah, I will admit I felt maybe tired more
Mm.
than I have recently, but that's about it.
Should we move on to our last question?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Andrew, for that explanation. And we're going to squeeze in one more question. And it is, why do all dogs have a wet dog smell? We all know what that kind of smell is.
Ugh,
Wet dog.
yes, wet dog. It's actually the worst smell.
Why? Does anyone
Do you
know,
guys
or-
have any ideas? Because you got a cat, don't you?
Yeah, cats
cat.
don't smell. Cats
She doesn't
clean
love the rain
themselves.
either.
Cats clean themselves though as well.
Cats are like that's what their tongue is
They're
like.
very. Our
Mental.
cat's literally cleaning itself now. Yeah, it's got a comb. It's got like a brush in it, and there was a cat in the rescue that was born like with missing the like comb bit on its tongue.
Oh really?
So it was smooth, so it couldn't like it was just had like an afro.
Oh
like,
wow.
And it was really matted all the time because it couldn't brush itself.
Oh no.
I know, quite emotional.
You know, yeah, but cats' tongues are really cool because of the barbs that run the opposite way.
Yeah,
and,
to lick
like,
flesh off your bones
yeah.
when you die.
Okay.
Rough as a cat's tongue.
Or clean themselves. So yeah, wet
Um,
dogs.
Wet dogs, yeah.
And
Do you guys have any idea?
Well, my thought is that does your nose not just smell stuff better when it's wet?
What?
You know, just when there's like moisture in the air. You know, when there's moisture in the air, you can like smell the grass and you can smell everything better. You can smell your shampoo better in the shower. You do your aromatherapy stuff in the shower and things. Does water like help carry the smells into
It's just
your
not
nose?
heat.
So kind of, I suppose. Not kind of a little. I totally get what you're saying. I suppose in terms of the aromatherapy stuff, then yeah, it is.
Not that I'm advocating for aromatherapy in any way.
No, aromatherapy is fine.
Is it?
Yeah,
What am I thinking of?
it's homeopathy that we don't believe in.
Oh.
Okay. Is aromatherapy not like a part of homeopathy?
Well, aromatherapy is just like smells that make you feel better. So like lavender does make you feel better. It does have a calming influence.
No, lavender is the worst smell ever, and Amy sprays it most nights on her pillow.
Yeah, because it's really
Yeah.
good for calming and sleeping.
Have you got that? Have you got a sleepy from
No, do you know what I got?
Lush?
So on the sleeper train down to London,
Oh yeah.
they like on the one back, I must have got like a fancier cabin, and they gave me a pillow mist.
Oh, is it lavender?
It's lavender. Yeah,
Have you
because
used
it does. Lavender it does have calming influences because of the smell. But it's also because a lot of baby products are lavender, so it relates to memory. And that's where sometimes your smells are like make you feel or are associated with memory, and
Is
therefore
that
have
maybe why
relaxing things.
I've got no like lavender doesn't make me feel relaxed at all. It actually makes me feel a bit ill.
Possibly, yeah.
Just because I didn't use it as a kid.
Yeah.
Is that why the second Ross goes into a car and someone else is driving, he falls asleep? Memory.
It can be, yeah, the relaxing influence,
Literally,
but it's a bit like
he falls asleep within like 10 seconds.
like my favorite smell is petrichor. Do you guys know what petrichor is?
No.
So you will know about it. All my Doctor Who fans out there, you all know what petrichor is. But petrichor is the smell of the ground after it's rained on a hot day.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So kind of, and it's got holiday vibes. That's the kind of, and it make everybody's happy when they're.
That's
on
what I was
holiday.
talking about. You can smell stuff when it's.
But it's
rained.
linked to your memory, so it's slightly different. So you're not wrong, but actually what's happened is the water has disturbed the
good,
ground,
but it's not right.
and that's the smell that you're smelling. So you're smelling the ground that has essentially been disturbed by the water.
Okay.
So you're smelling the smell that has been disturbed by the water.
We're still talking about dogs here.
Yeah, so dogs have bacteria and fungus, etc., on their skin and on their hair and natural oils, and when the rain hits it or they get wet, that then disturbs them, which sends them out into the atmosphere, and that's how you can smell a wet dog.
Yeah, because when our hair's wet, well, no, I use shampoo and stuff though. It just smells like shampoo.
Yeah. So it's not, and that's kind of how it works, is that you have disturbed it, and therefore once it's been disturbed, that's when you smell it. Because dogs don't necessarily smell until they've been out in the rain or in a pond or something, when those little bugs and microbes, etc., have been disturbed. So, if you've got any questions that you want to tell us about your wet dogs, then please email us at ireaditos@gmail.com, or please contact us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or TikTok at ireaditos. Tell others about us, and please leave a review. It really helps us, and we also do kind of like to hear from you guys. If you would like to buy us a coffee or buy some merchandise, please see our link tree, and we will see you next week. Bye.
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 Smelly dog, smelly dog, smelly
What are they
dog.
feeding you?
Nothing. It's the rain.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's what I was trying to find.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Is there not something with the copyright? Like, you're not allowed to use that one. That's why everyone uses the
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder one.
Well, I can't get Stevie Wonder up and playing. Oh, here it is.
There is superstition.
Wrong song.
Writings on the wall.
It's got a really long intro, doesn't
It's
it?
a really long intro.
It'll be next year's birthday. What is this?
So it gives you time to bring the cake in.
Does he not say... Oh, it's Happy Birthday, the chorus.
It does. Yeah.
Right, oh, wait, hold on. You ready?
Still got a while.